And the sun is so beautiful, deep divers, is just going down. I'm just getting high out here. Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. I woke up like this, deep divers, all magical and fly in the heart of nature. There's no place I'd rather be than with the birds, bees, leaves, and trees. Let's breathe. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Raising the frequency. I feel so much better now. Raising the vibration. I feel so much better now, deep divers. Hadouken, take all of that good ass energy I'm sending you. The cat down the road told me you feel so much better now. A big shout out to everybody out there who's joined the new Ralph Smart Patreon page for all new exclusive content that's going to help you become your greatest version. Patreon.com/Ralph Smart. Deep divers, click the link down below and be inspired. Okay, look, be careful how you speak to someone, deep divers. Here's why. This video is going to help you become your greatest version. You see, deep divers, along my journey, I've learned that life is all about relationships. Life is all about who you know. And the information I'm going to share with you right now is going to blow your mind and inspire you. And inspire you at the same time. It's going to remind you to be mindful of how you speak to someone. Okay, I want all of you right now to hit that like button if you support The Real and share this video with someone. Hit that like button right now, deep divers, if you support The Real, because we got a whole lot to talk about. Look, if you are watching this video, this is your confirmation. You're about to be celebrating something major soon. If you're ready for that, just say thank you, thank you, thank you. Who said that? Deep divers, look, be careful how you speak to someone. Here's why. Become your greatest version, deep divers. So, you see, a lot of people always ask me, Ralph, how come you were able to manifest all of this? And I tell them it's because I was mindful of how I spoke to people. And this is going to save you in life, deep divers. It's going to help you in life. Because life is all about networking. Life is all about connection. And it always amazes me that a lot of people don't really realize the significance of how you speak to someone. It means everything, deep divers. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? So first and foremost, deep divers, be careful how you speak to someone. Here's why. You don't even know who you're talking to. You don't even know who you're talking to. So, I'm on the beach. Venice Beach. Just finished skating, deep divers. And I meet a guy in flip-flops who's just staring at me. He's like, oh my gosh, I watch your videos. They're so cool. I'm like, that's amazing, right? So we got talking, and I never judge people, but he was just kind of in flip-flops, just so laid back. And he begins telling me that he actually manages other people's real estate portfolio. I'm like, okay, of billionaires. I'm like, wow. I would have never have known. Never judge people, deep divers, right? But we started to talk, and it just reminded me that you want to be careful how you speak to people, because you never know who people are. Like a lot of people, when you're out and about, deep divers, sometimes you think you know someone. You have no clue what they do. And a lot of people in high places often disguise themselves, so you don't really have no idea, no clue who you're talking to. Sometimes you might even see a homeless person and think, oh my gosh, that's just a homeless person. But they might have the gems and jewels you need to hear at that specific point in time. So always remind yourself to be careful how you speak to someone, deep divers, because you never know who you're talking to. This has really helped me become my greatest version, deep divers. So Proverbs 18:21 says this: death and life is in the power of the tongue. Death and life begins in the tongue. Slow motion this side. Right? So, word is bond. How you speak to someone, they never forget it, deep divers. Because people always remember how you made them feel. Right? And when I take a look at my own journey, I'm always mindful about how I speak to anybody. You know why? Because people always remember how you made them feel with your words. Right? So a lot of the times, if you want to build better connections, better friendships, a better relationship, if you want to learn the art of networking like I've had to do, always remind yourself that people will always remember how you made them feel, okay? Be careful how you speak to, be careful. Be careful how you speak to people, deep divers. You know why? Here's why. So, I realize this, that people eventually grow up, deep divers. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's a fact of life. People grow up, right? And how many of you out there, deep divers, remember how someone spoke to you when you were really small? A lot of you do, I do. And now you're all grown up, look at you go. And they come into your life again and you're like, wait a second, I remember that. I remember how you spoke to me when I was 5 years old. I remember how you treated me when I was 10 years old. I remember what you were always repeating to me every single day after school. We never forget what people tell us, deep divers, do we? No, we don't. Not even the cat down the road forgets that. No! So this is the reason why, deep divers, you want to be careful how you speak to people. You know why? Because they eventually grow up and they remember. And that's the reason why if you speak to people in a loving way, a kind way, they remember that. They might buy you a house, might buy you a new car. You're 70 now, deep divers. But if you are mean to someone, unkind, you hurl insults at them day after day, it stays with them. They remember it. They never forget. And they're not going to invite you for dinner ever again. Be careful, deep divers. Be careful how you speak to people. Here's why. Become your greatest version. You see, along my journey, I've realized this, that you never know what someone is going through. You got to be careful, deep divers. You got to be careful because you never know what someone is going through. That's the reason why I always remind myself before I open my mouth, let me just remember that. I don't know what people are going through. So always be kind. If you haven't got anything kind to say, don't say anything at all. That's what I was raised on, deep divers, and it's really helped me. Because sometimes, how many times, deep divers, have you opened your mouth and someone has just told you someone in their family passed away? You're like, oops, so sorry about that. Yeah, exactly. You never know what people are going through. In Japan, in Japanese culture, they say this: before you speak to someone, your words must pass through 3 gates. The first gate is it kind? Are the words you saying kind? Is it kind? The second gate is it necessary? Did you have to say that, deep divers? And the third gate is it true? And I love that. So anytime I speak to someone, I say, is it kind? Is it necessary? And is it true? Now, don't get it twisted, deep divers. I'm not only gonna say kind things to people. No, I'm gonna tell them the truth. Because you see, deep divers, I respect people who tell me the truth no matter how hard it is. Slow motion this side. Only your real friends are going to tell you the truth, even if you don't like it. Be careful, deep divers, how you speak to someone. Here's why. You got to be careful on the way up. You know why? You got to be careful how you speak to people on the way up, deep divers. You know why? You want to know why? Because you might meet them on the way down. Oh yeah. There's the rise and then there's the fall. So I realized that, okay, when I was like growing with Infinite Waters back in the day with a beautiful afro in my back garden, deep divers, I realized this, that I got to be careful how I'm speaking to people on the way up, because I might meet them on the way down and I'm still up, but I got to be careful. You see, deep divers, be careful how you speak to people when you're on the rise up, because you might meet them when shit gets really hard for you. When times get really hard for you, you might need someone. Oh yeah. But guess what? They always remember how you treated them, and they always remember what you said to them. So this is the reason why you got to be careful how you speak to people, deep divers, because sometimes you don't realize that, like there's this saying, right? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. No, words are weapons. Words have power. Words can create or words can destroy. Words can heal or words can hurt. And words stay with people. Words are vibrations. So when you remind yourself, when you are speaking to someone, you're actually sending them vibrations. And therefore, you got to be careful about what vibrations, what vibes you're sending out there, because what goes around comes around. What goes around comes around. I kept saying peace to all of you beautiful deep divers, and guess what? It came back around to me. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Oh, it's beautiful, deep divers. Be careful, deep divers, how you speak to someone today. Here's why. Become your greatest version. They might be at their last straw. Don't push them, deep divers. They might be at their wit's end, their last straw, and they might attack you. You might trigger them to do something really stupid. I've seen it, deep divers. I've seen it, right? And that's the reason why you got to be careful how you speak to someone. You might be walking or you might be driving and you might like get really angry and cuss them out. They might get out of their car and start trying to flip your car over, deep divers, or something crazy like that. They might attack you. People are crazy, deep divers. People are crazy. That's the reason why the cat down the road like just loves to be by itself, because it doesn't want to be around other people. Deep divers, be careful how you speak to someone. Here's why. You see, people remember how you made them feel through your words. And oftentimes we don't realize that the words we speak can actually empower someone. It can remind them that good people still exist. But if you insult someone who doesn't deserve it, if you cuss someone who doesn't deserve it, you now remind them that the world is full of assholes, and that's crazy, right? So your words that you speak to other people can actually inspire a better world or promote a worse one. Isn't that crazy? So be careful, deep divers, how you speak to someone. Because you see, you can lift them up through your words. You can lift them up through your words, or you can tear them down through your words. And when you lift someone up, guess what? They do the same to someone else. You know, deep divers, I counsel a lot of people, and through the years I've done that. And some people are still traumatized. You know why? You know why they have trauma? Because of what they were told when they were small. They were told they were no good. They were told they were no good, that no one would ever love them, that they were a waste of space, and those words are still with them. And then I meet some people who tell me, I can do anything, Ralph. I'm like, okay, how do you know that? Well, Ralph, that's what my mom told me. That's what my mom told me when I was really small. That's what my dad told me when I was really small, so I believe it. So the words that you speak to someone else are actually the seeds that you sow inside of them. Oh my gosh. Slow motion this side. Say it again, Ralph. Wait a second. It's starting to feel like that old Infinite Waters again. The words that you speak to someone else are actually the seeds that you sow inside of them. One more time. The words that you speak to someone else are actually the seeds that you sow inside of them. Deep divers, ultimately, be mindful, be careful how you speak to someone else. I realize this, and I realize that we rise by lifting other people up. And that's the reason why I always speak to people with love, kindness, and compassion, because I know a lot of people are going through it. And this has really helped me become my greatest version. And that's why I'm just saying, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? Deep divers, let's walk. Look, I want all of you right now to hit that like button if you support The Real. Share this video, subscribe to the channel. Once again, hit that like button right now if you support The Real. Share this video, subscribe to the channel. And let's breathe. Let's go. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Okay, make sure you check out the Patreon page, the new Ralph Smart Patreon page for all new exclusive content that's going to help you become your greatest version. Patreon.com/Ralph Smart. Deep divers, click the link down below and be inspired. Feel Alive Part 2. Coming soon, deep divers. Get ready. You're going to love it. Check out the #1 best-selling book, Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/the book. The Bible of Becoming Your Greatest Version, and the latest new book, The Book of 1111 Infinite Quotes by Ralph Smart at ralphsmart.com/the book. The secret recipe to becoming your greatest version. And of course, deep divers, go and get the Good Ass Prana shirts. All new designs you're going to love for men, women, children, even cats down the road at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. And if you're a sexy ass model, woo, with a whole lot of heart, you want to model the clothing? Well, go and buy some. And if you want a one-to-one consultation with me so I can help this year be the best year of your life, book it at ralphsmart.com/one-to-one sessions. Deep divers, be careful how you speak to someone, because words are vibrations. Woo! Peace. Infinite Waters diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. Yo! Once again, deep divers, hit that like button right now if you support The Real. Share this video with someone. Subscribe to the channel. Once again, hit that like button right now if you support The Real. Share this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below of gratitude and appreciation, and let me know how this video inspired you. One love, peace.